Than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hurry! Watch the motion.
Mayfield now. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. Yep. He's coming. Double up. Watch that. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Henry running right. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right. Topper. Hey, let's get there. Check 50. Check 50. Mike's 22. Mike's 22. Ready.
Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Run you 6-6. Pull it high five.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Let's do this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Chubb running right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No chance.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 54.
From the gun, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Run. Here we go. Smooth. Mike 37.
And again, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a couple, Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's now fourth down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Let's go.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on second down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
All day, baby, all day.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking cross.
They'll run for it with Henry, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stop your whining. Out. Big river.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set. 60-yard. Greystone travel. Look at me. Zipper.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 62 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 37. Go.
Alert.
There's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go. And we're going 37.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Pistol. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
55's Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55.
I got it.
4th down, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the target. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kings! Hurry, hurry! Go!
Let's go.
Hurry! Watch out!
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but